Well, as the title suggests, today is the last day that I get to ride the Hayabusa. Bit of a sad day. I'll explain why. And I'm bummed out, but at least the weather's nice and it's gonna be really good last ride on this thing. And I'll explain why later in the video. For now, let's just get into it. Let's just strap the GoPro on, throw some gear on, go take this thing for a cruise, and just enjoy the open road or congested road. I think it's a good time to ride now. And I'm bummed out because I didn't even get to ride it much. It is what it is. All right, let's go for a ride. Watch your toes. Watch your toes. All right, I have to get gas. I'm just gonna put a little bit of gas in here because I won't need it. I think we're gonna go to the skate park. Hopefully my mic's working or it's just a waste of footage, but I'm gonna go to the skate park, show our buddy Story the new whip. I'm gonna move this camera up there so it's not so damn close to me. Alright, we are gonna stop and get gas. My mirrors aren't bad today. They were horrible the other day. They were just like, oops. They were just like flopping this way. And I kept having to push this one forward to see behind me. Yeah, I got them tightened up now. They were both extremely loose. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. I'm just gonna replace them. I don't love the mirrors. They're okay. They're okay. They're kind of sleek. I don't love them though. Bitch, going to 0. Oh, it's so warm out today though. Literally like 80 degrees. I'm not gonna complain though. We're not gonna get this warm weather for too long since I live in Michigan. Oh, it's leaking. Oh no, I don't like that. You done? That'll get us as far as we need to go today. Oh my gosh. I was about to just ride off without my glove. All right. Well, no music, so we're gonna be all in my head today. I think the fastest route. You're looking for fastest or most fun? All right, dude. I absolutely love this bike. I probably should have checked the tire pressure. I don't know if these tires are still any good. I honestly haven't even checked the date on them. I'll tell you what though, the toughest part about riding this bike is not being afraid of the throttle while rev matching. It's like slightly terrifying. We ended up taking a very long time actually to get out today. I was leaving my house, and as I'm holding my camera gear, about to walk out of the door, as some of you might know, I have a new dog. His name is Rex. He's dope. He's like 3 months old now. Still a tiny little guy, like just over 15 pounds. I'm leaving, and I just hear him start to yipe super loud and like in a panic and just non-stop. The loudest I've ever heard this dog yipe, and I dropped all my camera stuff, sprinted to the room that he's in because I just had him in his cage with his, you know, with his blanket, food bowl, and some toys. Well, so what happened was this little guy somehow got his head stuck in his bowl. So the bowl has like these square legs or these rectangular legs. So they're like a full enclosed rectangle, and he got his head stuck in it, and he ended up like folding the whole bowl over top of himself. So he was just choking himself with it. It's like wrapped around his head, and it was not a sight to see. He was panicking. I tried to calm him down and grab him, and I was trying to get the bowl stuck, but it wouldn't pull back. Like his head was too big. Like he couldn't. I don't even know how he got his head into it, but we couldn't pull it back. So I had to go and get a cutoff wheel, and I put a blanket inside of it. I'll show you a picture of it. I put a blanket inside of it and used a cutoff wheel, and then just pried it around his neck after. But he was panicking anytime he heard the tool going, and then anytime he heard the tool cutting on it. And then also, my dumbass looked over top of it as I was cutting, and had sparks just shoot into my eyeball, so that was cool. We're good. Rex is safe. Rex was a happy pup after that. He was a little panicked for a second, but he mellowed out and started playing with the other dogs almost immediately. So, crisis averted. It took me a while to get my my heart rate down, but he's safe. We're good. You know, I don't really know what to always talk about on these motorcycle rides, besides like, oh yeah, the motorcycle, it's good, it feels good, you know. Like, I think I gotta go around because this road's closed up here. All right, we'll go the long way. What do people usually like to hear? You know, you like to hear bike stuff, you like to hear life stuff. But life stuff, you know, if you care about life stuff, I got a bunch of paint projects coming up. I love this bike, dude. Sad that this is gonna be my last ride. I don't know, I went to the downtown area where I have to go 2 miles an hour. Oh, and I checked, the Ninja 400, significantly more comfortable than this bike. I mean, it's not even a debatable topic. Ninja 400, extremely comfortable compared to this. Ninja 400 might as well be a ape hanger cruiser. Yeah, let's not cross there. I hate the stop and go too. The stop and go is no fun. I need to go to a bike meetup. That's what I need. I need more bikes in my life. These solo rides are fun. I literally have no friends with motorcycles. I have a friend with a motorcycle, but that's it. But like, that friend is a full-on adult. I mean, not that I'm not a full-on adult, but that's a full-on adult with kids. So like, he's got his hands full, so he can't ride all the time. And I could ride all the time, potentially. Make sure there's no e-bikes zooming on this sidewalk. I feel like that's a problem. Here's my thoughts on e-bikes. And I work at a bike shop. I sell e-bikes. I like e-bikes. I think they're a good thing. I think they're a good thing for the community. I think they're a good thing for fat people. And you know, it sounds counterintuitive. Like, oh, why would you get an e-bike when you could just ride a regular bike and get real exercise? Well, you can still get real exercise. And the e-bikes have gotten a lot more people out on bikes and being active as opposed to sitting on their couch watching TV. So it's a good thing, I think. So my thoughts on the e-bikes on the sidewalks is, because like in Port Huron here, they're trying to ban e-bikes from the sidewalks, and I see why, because there's these kids ruining it. They're just like zipping through, being ignorant. But like, I feel like the majority of people who ride e-bikes on the sidewalks are older people, and they don't want anything to do with these idiots on the road. And I think that they should have a safe place to ride it. I mean, if you're not going to have bike lanes, how are you going to enforce no sidewalks for e-bikes? And now there's some stipulations to it. Like I think it's you have to be pedaling, but then you can't go over 15 miles an hour. Some people, that's like their commute to work. And again, they don't want to ride on the road because the road is a scary place to ride a bicycle. Road is a scary place to ride a motorcycle, let alone a pedal bicycle where you have an even smaller footprint, smaller presence, no noise. So I get it. I get where the fear comes from. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to ban it. I think you could enforce, like, I don't know, you're gonna have assholes on the roads, you know, and you just can't ban them from the roads. It's not like you can't say no more sports cars on the main roads. Dang, I got here and he's not even here. I'm gonna go see if he's at home. A priority should be more of getting more bike lanes. You know, if you want to separate e-bikes from pedestrians, give them bike lanes. Don't force them to the road. I'll tell you what, not riding in riding boots though, my feet get f***ing hot on this thing. My feet get warm, and it's got the dual exhaust, like the dual tips. They're just slip-ons, but it's got the dualies, and it just pumps heat on both sides right to my feet. You know, ideally, it'd be a 4-to-1 out the side. Yeah, especially doing like a fat tire kit on it, where you'd have to go to a 4-to-1 anyway. Watch, he's not even gonna be home. It'd be a huge waste of it. I mean, this is the way to the freeway, so like it'd be chill either way. I used to live around here. Ugh. All right, we're gonna have a one-on-one conversation, so we're gonna stop this. All right, we are back on the road. Just stopped at my buddy's house to chat a little bit, and I realized the sun was starting to go down, so I figured it's best to get this ride finished up. I'm sad because obviously I want to ride this bike for a lot longer, but that's okay. It's okay. This thing is stupid fast. I absolutely love it. I have a ride review video on this thing, on the Gen 2 Busa, so you'll have to check that out. I don't know if I've posted it yet, but yeah, I do have a ride review coming out on this. I like it. I really do. Like, check this. That's retarded. I'm like on an eighth of the throttle right now. And I feel so stable. I'm talking in here because I don't know how bad the wind noise is. So I'm talking a little bit, but I feel so good right now. The dude was riding my ass too. I didn't notice until he was about to pass me, but like, why do people do that to motorcycles? It just doesn't make sense. People have no care about anybody but themselves. You don't think about the worst things that could happen until they happen, and they never happen to you, right? Like, that's kind of how it goes. That's kind of the saying, like, that'll never happen to me. It's not gonna happen to me. Like, that's too crazy. It's a bad mentality to have. It's like thinking that nothing bad would happen to you and that you would never bring anything bad onto anyone else. It's a really, really poor mindset to have. Which is why people text and drive, which is why people drink and drive. Yeah, that's a big fear of mine too. I don't know if you saw that. Deer on the side of the road. I haven't hit a deer in a long time. Actually, here's another good story. Alright, here's a fun story for you. So, my 21st birthday, it was the night of my 21st birthday. My birthday is the following day, so midnight would be my birthday, right? I was going out of state with a friend to a more mountain-esque state. We're in Michigan, pretty flat, so we were going to a state down south. I had a Camaro at the time. So this road here that I was on, there's a roundabout up here. And so I had a decent chunk of cash on me. I was planning to make a purchase. I don't want to go out of state with all this cash on me, so I'm gonna drop this cash at the bank and then head to my friend's house to pick them up and go out of state. At this roundabout, I went that way to the bank instead of this way towards the freeway. Right as I get across that bridge over there, 2 deer ran out in front of me. I mean, ran out in front of me at such a last second that one hit the side of my car and I hit the other one, and all my airbags went off and totaled my car. And at this point, it is midnight. I have turned 21 and I just totaled my favorite car because I decided to go one direction to the bank and not the other. Now, in hindsight, I think that maybe that was a sign. Maybe there would have been worse luck had I gone out of state, and that's kind of what I say to keep my mind at ease about the whole situation and not be too mad about the situation. Yeah, I smoked a deer, took out my headlight, and yeah, it was a great 21st birthday present. To talk about that, I'm terrified of deer, but I haven't hit one since then. That was... I'm old. That was 7 years ago. Yeah, I haven't hit one since, and I hope not to, especially on one of these. So I try really hard not to ride too late at night in too woodsy areas. I'm home now. I'm at to park the bike. All right, and that concludes my last ride on the Hayabusa. Also, my fiance thinks she's faster than me, so I'm about to go race her. Foot race, by the way. It's nighttime now. Wow, look at that. I'm just kidding. I forgot to bring the bike in earlier. I went inside and started playing with my puppies. You probably want to know why this is my last ride on this. And, well, the answer is because I'm painting it. I love this thing. I'm not getting rid of this. This is my last time riding it for probably the next 2 weeks. I've already ordered the paint. It's going to be cool. I'm going to keep it a secret. There'll be a whole separate video of me painting this. But yeah, I think this is my dream bike. I'm not getting rid of this thing. This is not my last ride on it. This is just my my last ride with it looking like this. It's going to be hopefully dope, hopefully classy, hopefully badass. I'm trying to like get a mix of all that, make it look like fancy and artistic-ish in a way. I'm not that guy. I'm not the stealth, all blacked out Batman type dude. Now don't get me wrong, I am loving the all black motorcycle. I never had a black motorcycle before. My Ninja was white. I barely get to ride black motorcycles. It's sick. It's like, it's mean, it's aggressive. It's like, but I think hopefully with the colorway that I'm doing it, I think I'm gonna achieve still a mean, aggressive look. It's just gonna look a little more classy with a touch of vibrance to it. And if I don't like it, I'll just repaint it, you know? That's the beauty of being in this business, is it does not cost me as much as it would cost you. It's supposed to rain for the next foreseeable future, for the next couple weeks anyway. And so it's gonna give me time to strip this thing apart, throw a dope paint job on it, and bring it back. So don't miss that video. That'll probably be one of the next videos because I'm not doing much motorcycle stuff until this is back on the road. But I got a good idea. This doesn't turn heads. I mean, people respect it, but it doesn't turn heads like the paint job I'm about to throw on it will. I'm taking it to shows. I also want to stretch the back end, but I looked up, here's the thing. I looked up the cost to stretch one of these things, like fat tire kit, and that's expensive. I mean, the smallest option was like, the cheapest option was like $4,200. And that's like a small fat tire. We'll get there. So maybe not this year unless I get a big come up. There's not a more dope bike than the Ninja right now. I think the Ninja is the coolest bike in the world. Little bias. Yeah, anyways, enough of me rambling. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.